Good afternoon, everyone. I think there's a real issue here we have in Port Moresby because, especially for Port Moresby Northeast, the voting has been concluded on Monday, and the counting would have started on Tuesday. For some unknown reason, they've delayed till now. It's Friday already. So the counting, that lengthy delay is causing a lot of anxiety on candidates and also the supporters. And they're picking out outside the St. John Guy Stadium, and this is not correct. And now they're putting up a notice saying that they're trying to train the polling officials. But those polling officials would have been trained months ago because this is a national election. We are not trying to run a council election or something in the village. But this is a big election and they need to be prepared for that. I don't know, they came up with the lame excuse trying to train those polling officials. And the government spent so much money on this election. And the onus is on the Electoral Commission to successfully conduct this election without any intimidation or other issues that are happening like in the islands where people are stealing ballot boxes and running away. It can happen in Moresby. But this is supposed to be the national capital district, and the polling here must be an example to all the other centers in the remote districts. But we have big problems here. This is the reason why I continue to ask Aro and the election manager, what guarantee is there for people who are in the bush, remote places like Lufa or Miniame or Burawaninara or some Kerema or some places like that? What guarantees there for them to conduct the election successfully? And we have this here, and it's a real concern to all our candidates here. I've spoken to a few of my colleagues and also those that are contesting the regional seat. And it's becoming a big problem because they are supposed to conduct this training for the polling officials months ahead of the election. Because this election is a national election, they've conducted this election. And those that are running the election, including the election manager, is a veteran in the industry, meaning that he conducted a lot of successful elections. And he just probably woke up from his sleep and he said, no, we are going to do this and that, came up with some excuse, and this is not correct. And they have sufficient funding to run an election like that successfully. So, and while doing that, people are using this opportunity to try and smuggle in other things, and the unforeseen can happen. And this is the reason why a lot of those candidates, they're keeping their supporters and securities and everyone. They're sleeping here at St. John Guy Stadium. This is not correct. So I don't know what will happen there, but they need to come up with an excuse, with a reason to justify their delay. But I'd also like to ask the Electoral Commissioner and the election manager to come up clearly and tell the people of Port Moresby, Northeast and Papua New Guinea what is happening to them, what is happening to their internal issues there, and why are they not counting